I know Ash Ketchum will return in Pokemon Horizons, and here's why. I've seen a lot of fans discussing their opinions on if and when Ash Ketchum will return to the Pokemon anime. I mean, half the fandom thought Ash and Serena were going to be Liko parents, but clearly that was never going to happen. From an objective standpoint though, will Ash return in Horizons? To me, the answer is pretty obvious. Yeah, he'll definitely return. Why? Ash Ketchum is one of the most marketable characters in fiction. Do you remember how many people talked about when Ash caught that Dragonite? There's gonna be 1,000 times more people talking about Ash if he ever returns even for just one episode. That's the kind of pull Ash has in marketing. Due to this alone, OLM will have no choice but to bring him back, and honestly, bringing him back for just an episode or two is the perfect play. We can see his off-screen growth without him becoming stagnant as a main character again. So with that said, what do I think his role will be in a return episode? Well, there's a ton of possibilities, so let's discuss 5 of them. Possibility 1. Ash returns to show off a new team or catch a new Pokemon. In this hypothetical episode, the Rising Volt Tacklers are on an adventure and encounter Ash on one of his journeys. Ash would continue rotating his team like in Mizase, but he would also have new members. I picture Ash having already caught a Paldea Pokemon, but also catching a brand new member in this episode. For the Pokemon he would already have, it would be the Dunsparce. If you didn't know, there's actually a joke that Ash has always wanted to catch a Dunsparce. This would be a really funny nod to that, and show that he's been training and evolving new Pokemon in his time off screen. I think the main plot of the episode though would be about him catching a new team member, and in my opinion I think it should be a Charcadet. I think this Pokemon is perfect for Ash. It reminds me of his Riolu, and I think he could catch a rambunctious Charcadet to add to his team. Liko and Roy could also help him catch the Pokemon, or Ash could teach them how to catch a new Pokemon by battling. And also, if Ash is still rotating his team, this would be a great time to show off his Pidgeot again and have it on hand. Option 2. Ash meets Liko and Roy and helps train them. In this episode, they encounter Ash, and Freed recognizes the child as the world champion. Freed would then ask Ash if he could train Liko and Roy in a tag battle. To keep this from being too similar to the Captain Pikachu training episode, Ash would not use his Pikachu here. Maybe, like the last possibility, he could use Pidgeot, Dunsparce, or Charcadet. Maybe this is even a two-parter with that other idea. I think Liko and Roy would learn a lot from this training, and afterwards would be when Freed reveals that Ash is the champion, which would absolutely shock the two kids. Afterwards, the kids and Ash would part ways, and maybe have new inspirations or goals going forward. But viewer, what is your goal moving forward? Yeah, you, what's your goal? Well, I have an idea. Make your goal to hit the subscribe button. Was that too corny? Well, consider it anyway. Moving on. Number 3. Ash helps fight villains. The villains in this episode could either be the Explorers or Paldea game villains, depending on which path the story takes. Ash would appear to help out, kind of like Steven Stone's appearance in the Team Flare arc. Imagine a fight between Ash and Amicio, that would just be amazing. Against Cerulege, Ash could call on reserves for one of his own bladed Pokemon for a sword fighting duel with it. Sceptile, Surfetch'd, hell even Leavanny would put up a great fight against Amicio. Maybe this could even be an opportunity for Ash to show off a mastery of terrestrialization. Any one of these would just be awesome to see. Possibility 4, and admittedly this is kind of a joke, but let's have Ash do a collaboration with Nidothing. Okay, bear with me and hear me out. The Volt Tacklers run into Ash, and Dot immediately drags him into her room. She starts the livestream and waits as views skyrocket due to a collab with the world champion. Ash would be absolutely clueless and just go along with it, attempting his best to go along with whatever wacky antics she thinks up. This is definitely the most bizarre option, but come on, it would be hilarious. The final option. Ash simply returns for a cool ass fight. We all love watching Ash battle, so why not bring him back just for a spectacular fight? Maybe he fights someone just for fun, like an all-out showdown against Freed. Pikachu vs Captain Pikachu? Now that's what I want to see. Or maybe he returns for a World Championships fight against a Paldea character. How about a 1v1 Ash vs Geeta, where a reserve has to find a unique strategy to defeat Glamora and Toxic Spikes? Or how about a 3 vs 3 Ash vs Nemona, an inspiring terrestrialized fight to inspire the viewers? Maybe this is where Ash terrestrializes his Pikachu and reveals a flying Terra type, all to take out the strongest Paldean. I'm getting hyped just thinking about it. Now, these are just a few rambly ideas about Ash's reappearance in Horizons. I truly think his return is a matter of when and not if, so let's wait and see if any of these happen. Let me know in the comments your opinions on this topic, or check the description for links to my social media pages to continue the conversation with me there. I'll see you in the next one.